Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave, I'm Matt, and this is the Matt and Dave Show.
This is the Matt and Dave Show?
And we've...
Is it?
We've fully recovered. We are a day behind, but there's a very good reason for that.
That's not terrible. That's not bad for us, and we committed to doing it.
Right.
Even though we were a day behind.
Well, I wanted to do it yesterday because I thought that would have been a really funny
dude.
show.
Yeah.
I was just really tired. I wasn't hungover, but I was really tired.
Well, I was hungover.
I know you were.
I was what we call real hungover.
So we celebrated Dave's 40th birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, Dave is very, very old.
Yeah.
And there was a big party and lots of drinks.
Oh, man.
Lots of alcoholic beverages. Now, I've only ever seen Dave super, super drunk one other time that I can think of.
Yeah, it's not.
And that was your bachelor party.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I don't even think I was this drunk then.
Well, you vomited. That we had to pull over the party bus so you could vomit on the side of the US-19.
Well, that's just because I'm a much better drunk now.
That's true.
I've just had more experience.
That was, what, like
10 years ago?
Yeah. But you were pretty bad. Like, towards the end of the night, you were just kind of outside sitting at a picnic table by yourself going, man, I had too much. You even turned me down. Like, I said, hey, man, let's get a drink. You're like, nope. I've never heard you say no before.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's how I knew you were really gone.
Yeah.
And then your wife came back with food, and she's like, well, we're leaving. I was like, "Where Dave get some food?"
Yep.
Like, no, he wants to go home and throw up.
Yeah, I did not though.
I know, I heard.
Sad.
I know, that is sad.
Sad.
That's very sad. But it was a good time.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I liked it.
But I really would have liked to have done the show tomorrow, so we could have just been like,
man, I was fucking full on Nick Nolte hungover. Just god damn it! Oh hell, Jesus Christ! Oh Axel.
Wait, Axel?
Yeah, 48 Hours.
Yeah, but he didn't play Axel.
Oh no, not Axel. What's his name?
Axel was Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, what is his name in another 48 Hours?
I don't even know.
Oh boy, that's gonna bother me.
I know, we should know, but I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I never actually saw, because, another 48 Hours came out when we were really young.
Yeah.
48 Hours came out when we were really young.
Yeah.
I only remember another 48 Hours because I remember the trailer.
Right.
And the end of the trailer where he was singing in the jail cell. I don't even remember what he was singing, but I remember like fade to black, like him in the jail cell, and then fade to black, and it would show like the, all the information about the movie. And it was like him singing something. It wasn't party all the time either.
It wasn't party all the time, party all the time.
Do you know how many people don't realize that is Eddie Murphy?
I girl wants to. I fucking love that song.
That is Eddie Murphy. I love that song.
Yeah, that's a great song.
That's a great one-hit wonder.
No, all I remember from another 48 Hours is the what was it? I'm tired and I have been in a bus that has flipped over 15 times, and he just shoots a dude. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that.
I remember that too.
I need to rewatch those.
Those are good movies.
What a great that's when sequels weren't trying to be creative with their names. Like we had 48 Hours.
And another
48 Hours.
Die Harder.
Right. Yeah, they were putting a lot of effort into that.
They kind of do that now.
Yeah. Fan 4-stick 4.
4-stick. That's not that wasn't a sequel. That was just trying to be creative.
The Fan 5-stick because it's after Fan 4-stick.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, you can always go the traditional 1, 2, 3, or 4. Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be 1, it'd be 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Or you have to do the
Roman
subtitle.
Numerals? Oh yeah, or you could just start it on 4 like Star Wars.
That's true too, and that gives you room for the prequels.
It does. Which I would like to say that was a lot of forward thinking. I don't know how much he had forward thinking into it. Probably not a lot, but saying episode 4, done.
When it came out originally, though, it didn't have that.
Oh, it didn't.
You didn't know that? So I have the old DVD set. Well, not the old DVD set, but a DVD set that has both the special editions.
Yeah.
And these are the ones that came out after the prequels were released. So these are the ones that he messed with, like putting Hayden Christensen as Anakin at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Oh, dude.
But so it has those versions, and it has the original versions, not the original versions that nobody can ever get, but it has the original versions. So it's like the version that has no episode 4 before the title.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just says Star Wars. It doesn't say episode 4 New Hope. It just says Star Wars.
I was not aware of that.
Oh, yeah. You didn't know that?
I was not cognizant of that.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it was until obviously Empire, when Empire came out. But it was episode 5, I think episode 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. That had been really weird, though. Like, if you're seeing Star Wars, the sequel to Star Wars, and then it's all of a sudden it says Empire Strikes Back, episode 5. Did I miss the other 4?
Yeah.
Was that your stomach?
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Did.
Yeah.
I heard it through the headphones.
Yeah.
Wow. Was that your stomach or a burp? You
Yeah,
got a burp?
that was like a lingering burp.
You still got a little after effects?
Oh, dude, yeah, no, I'm still. This is a 2-day hangover.
Really?
Oh, dude,
Was it really that bad?
Dude, I like during the roast. I think I did like 6 drinks.
Oh yeah, you did.
That was just the roast portion of that.
I remember that when we started to roast
it was like
you.
45 minutes.
Yeah, it was. We started to roast you. Yes, we did a roast of Dave. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Is there video of that?
No, I don't know.
Oh man, there should be.
Yeah.
So when we roasted you, I remember you sitting down with your drink, and I remember looking at it, going, "He's going to be done with that drink quickly. I should get him another one."
Right.
So I got you one. And you had to put down your bowl of popcorn so you could double fist.
Yeah.
Your what were they? Basically, I mean, they were
Moscow Mules.
Moscow Mules.
Yeah.
And and then I remember like 30 seconds later, you turned to me like, "Hey, another drink."
Yeah.
And that was 3 drinks within like the span of 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So they weren't really big drinks though.
No, it doesn't. They don't. And they were heavy pouring the shit out of those mules too.
Were they?
Oh God.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was in like work mode, so not work, but like
I
like you know,
Oh,
host
that makes
mode.
me sad.
No, I loved it. It was great.
Oh, okay.
It was fucking fantastic.
That makes me sad.
I like being like, you know, on.
Oh yeah.
You know what's funny too is we had the conversation, and this might be too personal. Actually, you know what? We should talk about that first.
Okay.
Because so there were a couple of most of Dave's nearest and dearest.
Yes.
And there was a part of the a person who roasted you who listens to the show.
Yes.
He's one of the 4.
One of the 4.
And the other 2. There was one other of the 4 that were also in that room.
Yeah.
But there was a part of the roast where somebody said, "Who here listens to the Matt and Dave show?" They were like 3 hands that went up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of your closest friends and three hands went up.
3 hands went up. Yeah.
But I talked to that person afterwards because he made a joke about how we talked about you for like 20 minutes of the show.
We did. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there's some funny stuff that happens.
Yeah.
So I went outside and I was drunk. I was drunk off my ass. But I started
so
talking
much
to him.
for work mode.
Right, exactly. So I started talking to him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, I love listening to the show, but you know, you guys talk about yourselves." And I was like, "Look, it's the Matt and Dave show, not the movie show.
Yeah.
If it was the movie show, all we would do is talk about movies." So that kind of got me thinking, like, should we talk more about movies and not talk about us?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I can talk about movies just as much as I can talk about me.
I mean, I think we do a good.
And I can really talk about me.
you.
Yeah.
I think we do a good job of mixing it up. I think what makes us different from the other movie podcasts
is people don't listen to us.
That and the fact that we've got personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
And personality goes a long way.
It does. I mean, it makes you chronically unfuckable, but
oh. Actually, I would argue
it's the opposite.
Yeah, the opposite.
It's the
right?
exact opposite.
The more personality you have, the better chances you have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, you know, I should we talk more because like people who don't know us don't really care about your birthday, do they?
I barely care about my birthday.
No,
and I know me really well.
Yeah.
Well, except not on that day. I was way
But
drunk.
then the few people that we know that do listen to us like listening to us because it's like hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's true.
So
it's a push and a pull.
I think the Matt and Dave show will continue to do what Matt and Dave want to fucking do.
Yeah, that's true.
And if
until we get sponsored, and then
if we want to talk about ourselves, we'll talk about ourselves. All we want.
If you want to sponsor us, you want to throw some cash our way, we'll talk about whatever you want. I'll suck a dick. I'll suck a dick.
That will be
Publix. It's my favorite brand.
That will be your department.
Yeah,
you could be the dick sucking department.
The dick sucking department. All right.
I'm gonna be the. I'm still gonna talk about me department, but I will collect your money as well.
Thank you. You'll split that check.
Hey, it was a great party where I got hungover, and the next day I had a public sub.
Publix. When you gotta suck a dick, suck a Publix dick.
I mean, if it tastes as good as a pub sub.
Oh, dude, they are so good.
They really are.
Oh, yeah. Pub subs. Better than dick. All right, let's talk about some shit.
I can't.
You can.
Oh, man.
God.
Oh, man. So I listened before I headed over here.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the new Muppet Thought of the day.
Matt Vogel.
Matt Vogel premiered as the voice of Kermit.
What do you think about that?
I watched it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So I was hard for me because I don't know if I was really kind of analyzing it.
Yeah.
Because I have heard some of the complaints about the previous guy.
Yeah. But now, when you say complaints, you mean like
Disney's complaints,
yes,
or
they're umbrage with him as a person. Not
well. It was specifically was what Brian Henson said about the character, about what he was doing with Kermit.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I watched
Steve
it.
Whitmire.
Right. I watched it and I listened, and then I went back and I watched a video of Kermit and Fozzie shortly after they canceled the Muppet Show, the new one.
Yes.
And Fozzie, something just wasn't right to me. Fozzie was funny. He was making jokes about rubber chickens, and the whole bit was like Fozzie didn't know they got canceled, so they kind of broke it to him like in front of this crowd.
Oh, wow.
And Kermit was making all these really bad jokes, and some of them were kind of trending up, like older.
Yeah?
Like really kind of weird.
Yeah.
So then I went back and I listened to some of Jim Henson's Kermit.
Mm-hmm.
And listened for watched the mannerisms, listened to like the little things like the breaths, the sighs, the things like that. Went back and watched the new Muppet Matt Vogel again, and I think he's a little closer. He doesn't sound as close to Jim Henson, but he's a little closer to the way he moved, just the little nuances.
Yes.
Is that what you saw?
Well, I think he's a little closer vocally.
Really?
A little bit. Well, and I'll say...
I think we need to throw out there that this was a, 30-second video?
Right,
So we're really kind of breaking it down here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what else are we going to talk about?
Yeah. No, I think he was a little closer vocally. I think Whitmire tended to rely too much on the like the back of the throat rolling of it, and there's a lot more to the character than that. Because he would do a Kermit impersonation like I would do a Kermit impersonation. Like I think most of the world would do the Kermit. Hello, how are you? Okay.
So you think Whitmore was doing more of a Kermit impersonation the entire time, where this new guy maybe is closer to what the original spirit was?
I think he is a little more in the character of Kermit.
Right.
I mean, again, we're basing it on like a 30-second thing, but from what I saw, it was And now it's funny because I'm so used to the Whitmire. Oh man, right. You know, I'm so used to that now. Like it felt weird for a second, and then I watched it again and I watched it again, and it's weird to see it. So you can go through the YouTube comments on it as well and see. Some people,
I didn't do that.
Oh yeah, it's because YouTube comments are a terrible place to be.
They really are,
for the most part, anywhere. But yeah, it was, and people were kind of having this very discussion, like, oh, I really miss Steve Whitmire. Yeah, but he was an asshole, but he got fired. No, he quit.
But see, that's the thing. Like, was he an asshole? I don't know.
Right. Well, but that's what they're ping ponging back and forth. Like, I mean, I think it was what Brian Henson said. Like, if the one thing I regret is that I didn't fire him before we sold the company. I mean, and to have to come out and say that, like, that surprises me. Like, they don't normally. He doesn't have to wade into that debate at all.
Right.
Like, he's free and clear from all of that.
It's true.
And for him to specifically wade in and say that on top of it.
But do you think that, I mean, even though he's free and clear of the Muppets, it's still his dad's legacy.
No, it is.
So if ABC reached out to me and said, hey, can you say a couple of bad things about this guy? So everybody's kind of on board, because if we really get the Henson family behind it, I think people will accept it more.
Well, yes, but I also think that since he was not, vested anymore, outside of maybe defending his dad's thing, like, yeah, but I mean, that's a very specific thing. Like, if you're going to make up a lie, like, we can say we fully support ABC's decision. Boom. That's a written statement that you could say.
You need to get personal.
Yeah, that was really specific.
Something...
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna craft a statement about, yes, I completely and fully support ABC's decision. I think they have Kermit's best interests in mind, and whatever they do, and gosh darn it, I'm going
to response.
Right. That was like. That was nuanced.
Yeah.
That had personal.
There was some passion behind it.
Yeah. Like he went in there for it. I was like, I think that's what took me back about it. I was like, oh,
he went for the jugular.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a guy that does that either.
Yeah.
So no.
I didn't read any comments on YouTube.
It's pretty much kind of the discussion that we're having.
Sure. Oh,
but
I bet.
In YouTube comments, which makes it,
people get like really vicious and disgusting.
Yeah, but that's kind of the finer points. Like people are talking about the nuances between the voices and stuff like that. And
one of the videos that popped up on the side while I was watching all these Muppet things was an interview with Whitmore after he'd been fired.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it. I want to go back and watch it and see what he actually had. Because I read some of his comments and things like that, but I didn't know he was doing interviews and speaking about it. Because the only thing that I've seen was his his first statement and then the follow-up statement.
Right,
so,
the written stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to see. I'm interested to see what they do with the Muppets now. You know, I mean, I heard Netflix was interested in the Muppets before they went to ABC. But now that Disney's going to have their own streaming, maybe they'll have a streaming thing. I don't know. I hope they do more stuff with the Muppets.
I think they're still a very viable property.
They are. I mean, I think they just need to go back and kind of, retool the Muppet Show, what they had, and kind of come up with something. I mean, the idea there was good. It just, I don't know. I think they lost something.
I agree. Oh, and so there's something else that I was watching that I didn't
would
post.
Love to know what Frank Oz thinks about all this.
I would. Actually, I'm really curious about it.
I know, right?
There was something else I was watching about this, and it was about doing classic characters, but when the voiceover artist is passed on or just doesn't do it anymore, like
kind of like the Looney Tunes,
right? But it was about the Looney Tunes because they had that Looney Tunes series out, and how they approach like doing Daffy and how they approach doing Bugs. Like you can't go on for the full caricature impersonation of the character. You have to, you have to kind of break it down from the ground up again. Like, what makes it the character? What are Daffy's intrinsic things that you can kind of pull from the character and not the voice, and then kind of hone in with the stuff on the accent, like the despicable thing. I can't do Daffy to save my fucking life, even though he is like literally my favorite Looney Tunes character,
really,
ever.
That doesn't surprise me.
Not like woohoo Daffy, not like coked up Daffy. Like, so Daffy Duck early on was this like coked up fucking
like Daffy Duck from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. Just the woo 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 woo, just bouncing up and down like
you like him because
monster.
He's a sarcastic, cynical son of a bitch.
He's so broken.
God damn, that's why you love the broken character.
He's so terrible and broken and just over all of it.
It's like Dave the animated version.
It really is. Like I'm so relate to what is it during the rabbit season, duck season 1, where he gets his beak blown off. He just sits there afterwards and stares. He does the fucking Jim to camera stare long before Jim takes to camera.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it is. Like Daffy Duck is fucking Jim Halpert, or Jim Halpert is Daffy Duck.
Did you ever watch Parks and Rec?
No, not yet.
Dude, watch Parks and Rec, man.
I will fucking watch Parks and Rec. I will watch it.
Stop wasting your time with like friends from college and watch Parks and Rec.
We're not going back to that. The Sinner's still getting really good. I love The Sinner. The USA show. With, Jessica Biel.
Oh yeah.
And Bill Pullman. And Catherine Erb.
Oh, that's right. They were talking about that, like how they were gonna Bill Pullman, not Paxton.
Not Bill Paxton. Why does everybody get them confused?
Bill Paxton is dead, and there's still a problem.
That's still a problem. Why does everybody get them confused? They are two vastly different actors.
Did they ever do a movie together?
I don't think so.
That's like in the PCU, the Gene Hackman and Gene theory, Gene Hackman and Gene Wilder.
The Kane Hackman theory.
The Kane Hackman theory. That's right. Yeah.
Michael Caine and Gene Hackman
on television anytime.
A bridge too far. This is my thesis.
This is my thesis, man.
I can finally get off the couch. Pins and needles.
See, that's why you listen to the Matt and Dave show.
Dude, I missed that movie. That was a great movie.
I have it.
Yeah, I have it too. I'm sure it's somewhere on the
DVD really?
wall.
Oh, you do? Yeah, it's right there.
PCU.
Boom, right there.
It's a great movie.
I'm so glad we do this show in front of your DVD wall.
I think it's great. So
it gets me in the mood. It's like porn.
Yeah, it's not my voice. That's usually what works. Matt.
Well, you were going to say something.
So, I want to talk about all the fucking Joker shit that's going down.
Oh, God.
Or not.
No,
we don't have to talk
we can talk about it. I'm just trying not to like 2 shows ago we talked about how we poo-poo everything.
We do.
And all I want to do is poo-poo the Joker.
Yeah?
So I had a conversation with our mutual friend who likes to like everything and doesn't like when people don't like stuff.
Yes.
And he's a big Batman fan too. So he texted me. We had a text exchange and I said, listen, Warner Brothers is going to do Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
They're going to do them. They can make whatever shitty movies they want to make with whatever shitty actors they want to make and do whatever they want to do to these characters. I still have all the stories. I still have all the comics. I still have the Mark Hamill Joker. I still have the Heath Ledger Joker performance. I've got the stories that I like, and they can never take those away.
Right.
They may never adapt anything or take anything that I've loved and make it into something live action or even cooler, but that's okay. Because sometimes you do that and it fails. Look at the Killing Joke animated movie.
Oh yeah.
You know, they like on paper that should have fucking just rocked,
and it did not.
And it did not.
Yeah.
They had all the right pieces.
Yep.
But they botched it. So listen, Warner Brothers, make your Joker movies. Make your 15 different Jokers. And
but to be fair, doesn't the Martin Scorsese Joker sound interesting at least? If someone had said, take all the shared universe context, take all of that out. Just rip that out of existence right now. If someone said, hey, Martin Scorsese is going to make a Joker origin story.
Oh, he's producing it.
Or even producing it.
Todd Phillips is directing it. That, I mean, if he was directing it.
Even producing it.
Hell, I'd even like to see, you know what, it would be cool? A fucking Scorsese movie with Jack Nicholson coming back to do the Joker.
All of
that'd be cool.
But so this does not interest you in the slightest, because I'm fascinated by this idea.
I want to know why Scorsese wants to be a part of this.
So do I, and I want to see. I'm curious to see what he does with it.
I don't know.
You're not.
I'm really not. Like I just
take all the bullshit out. Take all the Jared Leto, fucking Harley Quinn, all of the DC.
But for me, that's part of my problem is that it feels like they're just reaching. They're just reaching. They're like, nothing is working. We suck. We can't do anything. So let's just keep throwing shit.
But that doesn't mean that you won't get a good movie. And like that's what Wonder Woman was. Wonder Woman was just another thing they threw at the wall, and it worked, and it stuck. That noodle stuck to the.
They had
fridge.
Zero expectations for that movie.
Well, that's fine, but it was still a good movie.
I mean, I'd rather them do like these shitty like C. Well, not that Wonder Woman is a C character. She's definitely an A character.
Oh yeah.
She's a fucking A+ now.
Yeah.
But like I'd rather see them do all these like a Booster Gold movie and all these other shit characters.
A Red Tornado movie?
Exactly. Like characters that you probably have seen before, but nobody really knows about, or characters that you've never heard about. But we have. But like I'd rather see them do that. Like I don't have years and years and years of love for the Red Tornado, so go do whatever you want with them.
Right. Roll the dice on it.
Don't do what Supergirl did with them, maybe, but make something interesting.
What did Supergirl do with them?
They put like this dude in this really weird. Was just a bad makeup job and a bad costume.
Oh, is he an android at all?
He was kind of, I think it was kind of an android, but it was awful execution. Execution. Oh yeah.
Oh, all right.
I love Supergirl. It's a good show.
Right. All right.
Just awful execution.
I didn't know he made it into that. Like, I'm shocked.
I think it was the first season.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that surprises the hell out of me. All right. Good job rolling dice on it, though.
Yeah, I mean,
they made some choices.
They made some choices. They weren't the right ones, but they
made some choices.
They made some choices. Then they've made. I mean, and that's the other thing. Like the television shows that you can forgive. I guess
you're balling on a budget.
Here's the thing: if you look at the movies the same way you look at the comic books, you can have a graphic novel that's separate of the continuous story.
Yes, they do it all the time.
They do it all the time.
Yes,
you could do that in the movies. Sure.
Yeah. I heard they were doing a Red Sun movie, or the possibility of a Red Sun movie. Superman Red Sun, which is where Superman is raised in. No, I'm explaining.
Oh, you're explaining to everybody else. Sorry.
I know you know. Superman Red Sun is where Superman crash lands in the Soviet Union instead of America, so he becomes the Soviet superhero. Yeah,
I think...
which is an interesting premise.
Mm-hmm. I think the main thing that I don't like about the Joker movie is that it's being billed as a Joker origin movie. And again, it's like... my feelings about origins and answering the questions of why. Sometimes you don't need to know.
That's fair. And that, I think, is probably the first criticism of this movie that I think you floated that I agree with.
Right. Like, we don't need to know where Joker came from. That's part of the awesomeness of his character. What makes him crazy? You don't know where he came from.
Right.
We've got kind of an idea from The Killing Joke. You know, there's this thing, but you know, I mean, it's a take on it, and this could be a take too. Like that's fine. But I hate though that because when you put it out in the mass media like this,
yes,
in movies, right?
Yes,
and you're gonna hire an A-list actor, and it's gonna make millions and millions of dollars. Even if it bombs, it's gonna make millions and millions of dollars, right?
Even if it costs billions and billions,
people are going to People are going to see this, and that's going to be the expectation, and that's usually what happens. So the things that happen in mass pulp culture will spill back over to the geek side of things because that's what people want to see.
Sure.
So when you put a movie, I think movie studios now have too much power. They have a responsibility to get these characters right because it spills back over into where it came from.
Yes, but not if it's terrible. Like, you didn't all of a sudden see the Halle Berry fucking Catwoman roaming around the DC comic verse.
Sure, but nobody saw that movie to begin with.
But people saw the movie.
If that movie had been
an A-list actor, big movie,
but
big
this
budget.
this was before. Like this was before.
So was Harley Quinn, and Harley Quinn made it in.
Hold on, but I'm saying this was
pre-poke holes.
Listen. This was before the comic book movie boom, right?
Yes,
that's where we are now.
Yes.
They did Catwoman the movie years and years and years after Batman Returns.
Yes.
Had they done it a couple of years after, maybe gotten Michelle Pfeiffer, whatever, it probably made it closer to what that character was. Might have been a little bit different story.
Yes.
But it's so far removed from that movie. It's a completely different character. You know, it's like Transformers and Transmorphers. Right? I mean, it's like the same kind of idea, but not really the same. And that's what the Catwoman movie was. So that's why nothing carried over.
I mean, like I don't think everything carries over. I don't think the bad stuff carries over as much as you think the bad stuff carries over. But that's not my point. My point is, if it makes millions and millions of dollars and people like it, people not like us, and
right. I love when people discover the things that I like.
I don't.
But what I'm worried about...
That's why I'm a Bears fan.
Oh, Jesus. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez. I did want to talk about some sports, though, today.
Okay, we can do that.
When people... I love when people discover what I like and they like it. But when they like what sucks about the character, and then that's what pop cult... Like the Christian Bale Batman, right? Let's just be honest.
It's got that sexy voice.
Right. It's not the best representation of what Batman actually is, but that's what some people think is Batman now.
Well, but that's always been the case,
and now we've gotten
though.
Some of that in the comic books.
For the longest time, the 60s Batman is what people thought of Batman. And then the 90s thing is what people thought of Batman.
And then they had the 6... Now we've got... Now, the 60s Batman's always going to be awesome. Your argument is invalid.
No, but what I'm saying, that's their benchmark. Everybody has their own benchmark, and you're scared... because you're old now of losing your benchmark. Some kids are going to come in and they're going to fuck with your toys.
I'm not worried about kids. I'm worried about older people who don't know.
Yeah?
I'm not worried about kids. Kids are going to, listen. Comic books, toys,
crying?
Things like that. No.
Oh.
I've got problems with my eye.
Oh. Is this emotional?
I feel very passionate about this.
The Batman's going to be different, and then it's going to be all the way down.
Like I said, things are going to change.
I don't know why I sounded like Bobcat Goldthwait for that duration. That's how I cry. I cry like Bobcat Goldthwait. Like peak 80s Bobcat Goldthwait. That's how I cry.
One Crazy Summer, Police Academy, Bobcat Goldthwait.
The, what was the talking horse one?
Hot Shot? Long Shot? Hot Shots. No.
Hot to Trot.
Hot to Trot.
Hot to Trot. Boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Who was the guy in that?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember who the guy?
I don't remember
that either.
It doesn't matter.
Now I want to watch that movie. There should be like a movie station or a streaming station
dedicated to nothing but dedicated
to nothing but like those like really bad 80s movies like Gleaming the Cube.
Oh wow.
And what was that one with C. Thomas Howell on the volleyball? Side Out.
Oh God.
And BMX Bandits.
Oh Jesus.
And Rad.
Oh, I love Rad.
Right?
Oh wow.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would sign up for that. No problem.
Yeah.
I'd spend an extra $10 a month for all those shitty movies.
You would absolutely.
Totally. So would a lot of people.
Yeah, that would be rad.
Anyway, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to sit around and diss these movies anymore, or like get all up in arms and say how much it's going to suck. I'm just going to, Let them make what they want to make.
You're allowed to make a critical, like your point about the origin story is, I think it's reasonable. Right. I think that's a reasonable.
That's why the Halloween movies sucked. The Rob Zombie Halloween movies.
Yeah. No, I think that's a fair point.
Why the remake of every remake?
Why giving Wolverine an origin story was kind of like, man, give them a mystery. Yeah. Let him just be cool and have claws. No, I agree. I think if the internet has taught everybody anything, it's that the more you know about something, like you don't want to know how this fucking sausage is made. Just enjoy the sausage. Joker is the sausage.
Just take it.
Just take the sausage.
Well, and that's the problem. Warner Brothers is shoving the sausage down our throat.
Oh, man, you were really going to go to town on this reference, aren't you? Yeah.
I see what you did there, too.
Yeah,
go to town.
Yeah. That's what I do. That is what I do.
I don't know, man. I don't have enough in me to bitch and whine about it anymore.
Yeah?
Like, that's my line. There it is. Somebody finally found the line. Congratulations, Warner Brothers.
Are you broken now?
They broke me. I've got nothing. I've got nothing left.
You know, how you feel about that is actually kind of how I feel a little bit about Game of Thrones.
Oh, boy.
But here's the thing, though. So as a high fantasy dork for a long time, like, I carried the torch. I love that high fantasy shit.
You've never even seen Game of Thrones, though.
No. I'm talking about the genre.
Okay.
Your orcs, your elves, your... You know, the Dungeons and Dragons, high fantasy stuff. I read a lot of Dragonlance as a kid.
Okay.
Tolkien,
right.
all of it. That was my thing as a kid. I just thought it was so cool. And I got shit for it. I got endless amounts of shit for it.
Because it wasn't cool when you were younger.
It wasn't cool. And now I get fucking hit on the head with all this, like, oh my God, the fucking White Walk. Did you get the wall and the swords? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, I can't go anywhere without somebody, like, being revulsed that I don't watch that show.
I'm not revulsed about it.
But people are, like, shocked. Like, pearls are clutched.
Right.
When people find out that I don't... You don't watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Oh, how delightful. Oh, how... Claire, come look at this one. He doesn't watch the show.
You're not for nothing, though, but I think that you would have liked it until this season.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I still want to watch it. I'm just I'm too far fucking behind to give that much of a shit. I'll let it end. I'll power through it.
There's 2 years before the next season comes on, so you got some time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not...
2 years?
I think it's like March of 2019.
Why the fuck are they waiting 2 years?
I don't know.
He's not going to write that book.
No, that's not. I don't think that's why they're waiting that long.
That's some bullshit.
No, because already this season goes off book. I mean, they've already outrun the book.
Oh, I saw. Speaking of that, so I saw Logan Lucky.
Oh, how was it? Wait, what does that have to do with anything?
I'm going to tell you.
You are so bad at the segues.
No, I'm not, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So there's a part in the movie where there's some demands, some hostages and demands being met. I won't tell you the context of it, but
they demand that George R. Martin write the last book.
They demand the last book. They're like, yeah, no, he hasn't written it. Like, that's bullshit. The fucking TV show is caught up. That book has to be out.
Right.
But they're like having this exchange through like written notes plastered on the windows and shit like that. It is.
Was it a good movie?
It's a good movie.
Yeah. I can't believe you've seen it. I haven't.
Yeah. It's not. People are touting it as Steven Soderbergh's return to like movie. He came out of retirement and did this
because it's
movie.
an indie movie. He's taking on Hollywood basically.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Right.
I thought it was a little too referential to Ocean's 11 for my taste. I mean, it's a heist movie.
Okay.
And it suffered from, and I still think this is a wonderful movie, by the way. I don't think this is me condemning it, but like the reveal, because much like Ocean's 11, they give you that like reveal at the end.
Right. Is there a twist?
It's not that there's a twist. It's that but it's filmed in very much the same way. Like he likes filming heist movies the same way. I just it implied things that I didn't think were well enough established in the first narrative for you to be able to go, oh, that's how that happened.
Sure.
And I'm like, you're like, that just happened way off screen and I didn't
like he fell into his own trope.
Right. It was like Leverage. Do you ever watch Leverage?
I did, yeah.
All right, so Leverage in later seasons, when I got a little lazy, would just have like magic things happen off the screen that you never saw.
I didn't watch the later seasons.
Yeah, but it was very much.
Glad I did.
Yeah, there's still some really good shit in there. I will say, I like even the bad parts of late season Leverage were still pretty good.
Right.
But they fell into that trope. They would like, oh, what you didn't see was that I actually assembled an AK-47 machine gun from scratch from all the parts that I had hidden on all my body, and that's how that happened. Da-da-da-da-da.
Gotcha.
So I would say that would be my one kind of criticism of it. It's still a wonderful movie. Fucking Adam Driver is amazing.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
He is such a good, like very understated kind of fun character actor.
I mean, he got the Star Wars gig from his work on Girls, which I hear is very good.
Yeah, he's good on Girls.
And like he's a really good actor. So I feel bad that he kind of blew up pop culture wise when it came to like Kylo Ren, because he really didn't have much to do in that movie other than whine and bitch and do what he did. Yeah, because we're not spoiling the fucking.
We're not going to do it.
What is it? Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. We're not doing it.
Jesus Christ. That was something else that somebody was complaining to me about the other night.
That we don't spoil anything?
That we don't spoil anything. Like, you guys don't even talk about, like, The Sixth Sense. I was like, no, Dave doesn't want to spoil anything for anybody.
I
just go along with it.
And wow.
There are certain things that I think, like, come on, man. When pop culture references it multiple times as a gag, you can talk about it.
I guess.
Good
Fine.
Lord.
I can adjust my rule. I'm not
rigid.
I'm
with you. I'm with you on a lot of it, but
there's sometimes I take it a little too far.
You do.
I love now that you're just like anticipating me, like getting all spiky about the whole fucking thing now, because we're not going to spoil it. Because I don't want you to, I don't want you to have one of your fits.
Right. Well, I don't want you to
Dave spoiler fits.
Right. I don't want you to call me out on like the Facebook post when you publish it, or when you post this tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Today.
Matt loves spoil.
No, yeah.
Dear Diary.
Watch Matt spoil this movie.
Matt spoils the fucking shit out of The Force Awakens because he's a terrible human being.
Well, that may be true.
No, you're not. You're great. Everybody likes you so much, but everybody.
But everybody was there.
No, that was the exception to that rule.
But everybody. Oh,
but everybody.
Gotcha. Everybody likes you, but everybody.
But everybody.
Jeez. Oh man!
You want to talk about the new Super Troopers trailer?
Were we done talking about whatever we were talking about before you went on your tangent?
The Logan Lucky tangent? Yeah, I guess we are.
What were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about Game of Thrones and how they kind of like co-opted that bullshit.
Oh,
and it made my inner nerd butt hurt.
Right. Well, I mean, just you got 2 years. Go to the library. I told you this many times,
dude. I have Amazon. I have HBO on Amazon. I can watch it.
You do?
Yeah, I can watch it from the comfort of my fucking.
How much is
bed? I don't know. I don't buy it.
Yes, you do.
No, the wife takes care of that. It's she has the Amazon account.
That's on the wife's bill.
Yeah, it's on the wife's bill.
Well, I'll ask your wife how much she pays for it.
Yeah.
She
really wanted HBO.
I have access to HBO as well.
Because your wife pays for it.
Yes, my non-existent wife. Yes, you know what? My wife pays for it.
Your wife pays for it. Yeah. See?
Yep.
See?
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's a way to put that out there.
That'll hold up in a court of law, right?
Yeah. Nobody's gonna care.
I don't think so.
I don't think one of our five listeners is gonna rat you out.
It's legal.
We're good.
It's legal.
How about we just stop talking about it?
I don't know.
Let me be your lawyer here and tell you to shut the fuck up. Let me Matt Murdock you. There you go. So, Super Troopers. Are you gonna stay? Oh, I was like, you're just gonna stay shut up.
I was going to.
I know you were. You know how I knew?
Course.
Yeah, you had that little scrunchy face. That's how I knew you were gonna fucking.
Or like my mouth tightened up.
Yeah. You're like, no broccoli.
I don't like broccoli.
And whatever. So the Super Troopers trailer. Do you think it's too late? Do you think they waited too long?
I don't know. I mean,
did it seem
fun?
Yeah. Did the trailer seem funny?
It was funny to me.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
I was actually kind of amazed, like how like it just felt like it was part of the original movie. I was like, yeah, they kind of captured the spirit again.
Yeah. They like it feels like they kind of picked up
in these 20
off.
Seconds we're seeing right here.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah. I felt the same way, but like that was like I was real nervous because I'd see like some of these like come back after 30 years have gone by,
right?
And like I worry about the
Blade Runner sequel.
Like I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, but I am very leery about pretty much all this motherfucking bullshit. But this seemed to like really kind of capture the spirit of it without seeming like they waited too long. Like
Right.
seeing fucking Harrison Ford's old ass face. Like, I'm like, oh, that seems like it's too long.
Right.
Deckard Cain is like 135 years old.
Well, what would you rather have? Would you rather them do like a continuation of the original story? Would you rather have them do a reboot? I mean, I know we'd all rather have them all do like original stories, but
Right, no, and I wasn't going to play that card, but you are absolutely correct. No, I mean, I think you could even do a continuation of the original story and maybe not even have the same actors or even nod to the actors. You don't have to cram everybody that's still alive back in it just to fit some narrative. You know what I mean? Like you could reference him as a character or even have like, I don't know, some sort of holovid or something. It doesn't have to make him an active part of it. I think there's a certain geek factor that, you know, I feel like I'm arguing against myself because I love that he's still in it.
That's why I'm just sitting back.
Right. But you know, but at the same time, it just because they're alive doesn't mean they need to be in it. Like I feel you're in fan service, you're possibly going, you know, too far, and where you could actually write a good story.
All I'm saying is if they ever make a Mannequin sequel, Kim Cattrall better be in that shit.
She could be in it, yes,
because she wasn't in Mannequin 2 On the Move, and
They
that
made a
pissed me
second
off.
Mannequin?
You didn't know that?
Oh,
Dude, Christy Swanson,
was the new
Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
wow
the movie Buffy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
she was the other mannequin.
Was
Yeah.
it the same dude?
No, it was a different dude. But you know what? The guy from Weekend at Bernie's, the guy who played Bernie, what is his
Yeah.
name?
Oh, I
He
don't
played
remember.
the villain in Mannequin 2. So Andrew
Oh.
McCarthy was in the first original Mannequin.
Oh, that's
And then
hilarious.
Bernie was in the sequel. It was hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
It was an awful movie. But you know, it had Mannequin in the title, so I saw it.
Like, but would you want like a third Mannequin movie where it was Andrew McCarthy and her and like their kid went through it? Like, wouldn't that just seem
Yes.
terrible?
Yes.
Like, but
Well, it depends on the story they tell, though.
I mean, but to be forced to tell it around that story, like aside from having them as like a cool cameo, like he's running into a house, he knocks on the door, I gotta get in. Oh, hey, what's up? What's the matter? Mannequin stuff? Yeah, okay. Blink.
But didn't they do the opposite thing in the Ghostbusters remake thing?
What do you mean?
Well, they had all of the Ghostbusters do cameos. Now, they weren't their characters, but...
Right. See, I think that was...
Is that what you're talking about? Like, if they were to do, like, a... I can't believe... I love that we're using Mannequin as a reference here.
Yeah.
So, if they did, like, a Mannequin 3, and they knocked on a door, and it was Andrew McCarthy's character from the original...
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but not have to, like, shoehorn... Like, because, I mean...
That would make it a little bit more unbelievable, I think.
That it's... Well, I mean,
Like,
as long as it's
this
more
is
of a
happening
referential...
again, and it has nothing to do... Like, I feel like if you're gonna do it and not make it a sequel, just reboot the whole fucking thing.
Yeah?
Yes.
You don't think so?
I think it just depends on the story you tell.
Yeah, I guess
You
so.
know, like-
but I do feel like the people kind of like, fucking wedge themselves into something, based on fan service.
Give me an
alone.
example.
Well, that's what I'm talking about with the.
Like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal
Oh
Skull.
God, yes. Really, Harrison Ford. Anything Harrison Ford related.
I know that you posted that video of him at what was it, at Comic-Con, where somebody was like, "Are you just gonna do retreads of all your
Yeah.
old movies?" And he's like, "Fuck yeah, I am."
Fuck yeah, I am. But yeah, I
I'm
mean,
okay with that.
yeah, I get it, but at the same time, like, man, I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's to the point where I don't need, like, with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I don't think he needed to front that. I think he could have been relegated to a more supporting role, and it maybe you could still keep the character. Give him the fucking Sean Connery character part about it.
Right.
That I thought that was a good use of Sean Connery. He was in it. He wasn't in it super. He wasn't in it too much. He wasn't the main focus of it, but he was there and it was good and he was supporting and.
Yeah, but he was a new character though. That's not.
No, but I mean, like that amount of character. You don't think that would have worked?
I don't know.
I thought that was
I
just
have
the right amount of like
feelings-
cameo character.
Sure, but you're talking about taking a character that everybody knows and loves through 3 movies, an
Right.
iconic character, and then putting them into like this extended cameo role,
Yeah.
which might be Blade Runner. They might just be using
Yeah, but
Harrison
that's
Ford's face.
So and again, that's what I'm saying.
He could
Like,
totally Steven Seagal it.
Good reference, by the way.
You like that?
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
I'm sorry, did I spoil Executive Decision?
Wow. No, only because you only know he's in it for a little bit and not why. And we didn't even say the words executive decision until now. God. You will. No, and that's what I'm saying. Like maybe this one's different. Maybe this one's different. Maybe he has a much smaller part in it. Maybe it's more of a Star Wars type of gig. I don't know. But I guess I'm just asking the questions to ask the questions.
Would Ghostbusters have been better? I know that we both liked it. But had it been better if it was in the same universe and just 20, 30 years later?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the difference between that and Blade Runner?
I don't know. I haven't seen Blade Runner.
Okay, so we'll see Blade Runner.
Yes,
but then we'll come back and talk about it.
I'm floating it conceptually rather than like a specific reference. But the idea, like the Blade Runner, and specifically since he seems to be doing a lot of this, like the Harrison Ford, like the idea of it is the fan service supplanting the story. And what is the good mix? What's the best mix of that? Now that that's an option to throw into the mix, where's the good blend for that?
Do you think that Star Wars Force Awakens did that with him?
I thought...
Because I was really kind of mad that you never really saw the three of them together on screen again.
I agree.
But at the same time, the story they were telling, there was no reason for it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I would definitely agree with that.
That would have been fan service.
That would have been a lot of fan service.
That would have been fan service. But the fact that he came back and he, it was mainly him.
Yep.
Even Carrie Fisher...
Not that much.
Not that much.
No, she did not. No, and I agree with that, and I liked that aspect of it. I liked that it wasn't just oh, hey, we're all here at the Rebel base, hanging out, just giving you instructions on the big vid screen. All three of us together, and Lando's here too.
Right.
Lando, Chewbacca, Han Solo,
I love
Luke
that your
Skywalker,
Billy D. Williams comes out when you start doing
Lando.
Colt 45.
Colt 45. Oh man, you pirate. No, yeah, but
how
you know what
doing,
I mean?
Chewbacca?
How you doing, Chewbacca?
It's like butter.
It is. Oh, that dude. I was so stoked that he actually got to voice the character again on Rebels.
He did?
He did.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's now new Lando Billy D. Williams in the can.
Okay.
And it's a younger.
Is it season 3? Last season?
I think it's season 2.
Season 2.
It. Yeah.
I just rented that from the library.
You are the lone person.
Dude, okay.
Keeping the library alive.
They have an app.
Well, yeah.
Seriously, but I can
2017.
I can go on the app and I can look up movies, right? And it's anything as long as they have it in Pinellas County.
All right.
I can say, oh, yes, I'd love that. Put it on hold, please. We will contact you when it gets to your location, and we will send you an email.
No kidding.
And you know what happens? When the library that it's currently at gets checked back in, they send it off to my library, and then my library sends me an email and says, this is on hold for you.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I got The Accountant on Blu-ray and Rebel Season 2 at home, man.
Look at you.
I know.
I haven't even seen Season 1.
I work the system.
How is it? Did you like Season 1?
I did. Good? Yeah, I did.
It looked great.
Yeah, it's good storytelling. It's the same. I mean, it's the same creative team as Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Which I've been rewatching.
Dave
Filoni, whatever.
It's the Bertlanti-verse and the Forliani-verse.
Right.
Yeah. I have a hard time repeating those. But they maintain good universes.
Yeah, they do.
The Bertlanti-verse is not terrible.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's and I've been going back and watching Clone Wars too, and it's all right. It doesn't hold up. You know who I really like? Ahsoka, and I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, you do have an unadulterated love for Ahsoka.
Not that way. Like
I meant like the character. Not
really, because her first appearance was like awful. Like she was. Just,
I never saw it.
You never saw the movie?
I never saw that movie.
Yeah, Jordan was really he was younger when it came out, so I actually took him to see that, because it was a kids movie.
Yeah,
and she was just fucking awful. Called Anakin Sky Guy all the time. I was like, really? Give me a fucking break. Terrible. Thankfully, that didn't carry over to the series.
Yeah. Is it the same voice actress?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
But she grows up during the...
No, yeah.
Because, it's, the Clone Wars was a couple of years.
Yeah.
So, she grows up. It's the same actress. I think it's the same voice actress who does it in Rebels, too. when she shows up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a spoiler. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That really is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't help it, man.
Yeah. Wow. That's where we're at now.
I'm just not going to talk.
Yeah. Eat the broccoli.
Fuck you and your spoilers.
Broccoli. Eat the broccoli. Eat the broccoli. It's time for the plane to go to the hangar.
Fuck your plane. Spit that shit in your face.
It's time for the crop duster to go into the ID-4 aircraft. That is a specific reference.
That would have made that sequel a lot better if they did that, right? Yeah?
They did.
There's another one. That's another example.
They did. Oh, my God. That was terrible, though.
So was that all fan service? Like putting Bill Pullman and,
it was
and
like
Jeff Goldblum in
It was
those
like
movies?
the worst amount of fan service you could possibly... like implying that movie had a dedicated enough following to justify all of that fan service. I love ID4, but I didn't need any of that. You know what?
You didn't need Resurrection?
I did not. No.
They should have just left it dead.
Yeah. You know what would have been a good movie that I always thought would be a cool fucking movie? There was a moment in the Independence Day where they're talking about what happens all around the world. They're like, and one of my favorites was it was in LA and it was a warning to say, please stop shooting at the aircraft with your guns. Or please stop shooting at the UFO.
It wasn't a sign. They actually were on the chopper. They're like, please go home. Do not fire at the... Oh, no, it was a news...
It was a newscast.
Thing.
Yeah, they had the no gun,
do not
the
fire
no pistol.
guns. You may inadvertently start an intergalactic war.
Right. And I'm like, I want to know that story. Like, I want to... Like, let's just say, like, LA is the one city that, you know, where they want to take intact for some reason. So, and it's everybody, like, you know, like all the armies in LA, but you have all the gangs and all the shit, like all the cops, all the gangs, all the army just fighting block to block against fucking, and I'm like, that would be a great movie. I would pay true dollars to see that movie.
Wasn't Attack the Block about like a bunch of
street
thugs fighting aliens?
Yep. Which was why I was stoked that Attack the Block, but something like that, but on that like grandiose kind of ID4 scale.
Wasn't John Boyega in Attack the Block?
He was in Attack the Block.
Yeah, that man's fighting aliens everywhere.
Yeah, he does. That's kind of his gig.
He's in the Pacific Rim sequel?
Yes,
there you go. See, that's a good example because they won't have any regular anybody from the first movie in that movie.
Nope.
It's a complete sequel, reboot, retwist, new studio, new director, new creative team, new everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious, like, because it's such... I don't want to say it's like a super new thing, but it's kind of a new thing to where, like, you know, when they're doing remakes now, that there's specific homages you make to fans, because you're not waiting like 50 years to remake a movie. You're remaking it like every 10 fucking minutes. So
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Where everybody just gets younger.
Yeah. Which I'm fine with.
Pretty soon we're gonna have like the preschool Spider-Man.
The baby.
Be like pup named Scooby-Doo.
A pup named Scooby. Muppet Babies.
A toddler named Peter Parker.
Oh, they're doing it with Gotham. Like fucking like baby Bruce Wayne.
Dude, I fucking can't stand that show.
Why?
I watched the first season and it was a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then the second season I was like, you know, you guys are you're just I can't with this show.
Really?
And now I saw like pictures or previews of the new season, and they've got him like wearing a hood with a mask. And I'm like, dude,
he's prototyping a suit.
Did he go away to train? Did he go to? I didn't see last season. Did he go? Did he go somewhere?
I don't know.
Did he train for years and years and years and come back? No.
Yeah.
He didn't put anything on until he decided he was going to go away and train. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Stop killing my character.
Wow. Have you seen my childhood?
I said I wasn't going to like bitch about that kind of stuff anymore. Just let them do their thing. But really, Gotham has got my goat.
Really?
Yeah, it really has.
Wow.
I don't know why.
That stings.
Yeah, a little bit.
That stings a little bit.
Did we talk enough about Super Troopers 2 for you?
I think we did.
Are you good? You're sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so we got about like 5 left.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to. Did we talk about the Netflix movies thing?
Mm-mm.
What do you think about that?
Is it legit?
As far as I know, it's legit.
Can I use it at my theater?
Yes.
Well, fucking sign me up, man.
Yeah.
1 movie a day?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So hook it up, man.
$10 a month?
Fuck yeah.
It used to be 50.
I spend more than that. Dude, I spend more than that in a fucking day.
Yeah, I get that.
Going to the movies.
I get that.
Tell how fucking passionate I am because I drop the F word every other word.
You did?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No,
that's not your broccoli at all.
Maybe they'll sponsor us and we get a free one.
That's $10. I mean, really.
I don't care.
Maybe when it was 50, I could see.
That's $10 I can spend at the concession stand.
Yeah. No, I agree. Well, so
do you know anybody who's tried it yet?
No,
See,
I don't.
That's the thing.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, basically they just buy your ticket for you.
Right.
That's it. I mean, it's service
like
agnostic or yeah.
I don't think you can use it online though. Can you?
I believe you can.
If you can use it online, because now like AMC does like you can reserve your seats.
Oh
which
yeah,
I fucking love.
Yeah, I do too.
When we do Star Wars, the new one.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great because we don't have to be there an hour and a half earlier. We can roll up 5 minutes before the movie starts.
Bleep, bloop.
Boom.
Yeah. So the only thing, so obviously the theaters are a little pissed about this. Even though you would think to yourself, well, they're still getting paid. Why the hell do I care? So, because I tried to think about what would make them upset about this. I really did. I tried to dive into that perspective. And the only argument that I can think of is that it devalues a ticket. Like, let's say you get this. Let's say millions of people across America get this service. And then it goes under. And then you go back to paying how much per ticket. Like, man, why? I'm not going to pay that. I used to only pay $10 a month. When the fuck am I going to go back to that? You know what I mean? Like, this could really, if this goes south, if people jump on it and it goes south, this could be terrible. Terrible for the theater industry.
Or does it force the movie theaters to pick up something similar?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the other, and that's another thing. They're, I mean, when you're competing on price like that, I mean, it's tough. It's really, really tough. And especially when they go into it as a lost lead, they know they're going to lose money on it. They're just trying to get your information ahead of time. I don't know.
That's why I'm hesitant because I know that's all they're doing.
Oh yeah.
They're just trying to get my info so they can sell the bitches.
Yeah. What?
That's what they're doing.
They're selling the bitches?
They're selling my info to the bitches.
Oh, they're selling your info.
Right.
I thought you gave the bitches your info on the reg.
I mean, that's not what we're here to talk about, Dave.
People don't want to hear about me anymore. We clearly established that. Enough about me.
This is the movie show. This isn't the Matt and Dave show.
This is the movie show.
Remember when we said we were going to talk about ourselves as much anymore? Yeah, I think we should start that right now.
Really? That's not something you want to...
No, that's not something I want to delve into.
You sure?
I'm very positive.
Oh, we could do some...
No.
All right.
Nope.
All right.
So the movie ticket thing. Keep talking about that.
Keep talking about. No, so I mean, what do you think? Do you think that would be a? Do you think it would be as threatening to any other industry? If they did that with regular concert tickets? What is the benchmark? Because it's not like this is a brand new pop-up thing. This existed before. Well, but they were charging $50 a month.
It's the subscription service. I mean, subscription service is for everything now. You've got you can get food on a subscription service. You can get your movies. You can get your entertainment. You can get, everything. What can't you get with a subscription service?
That's true.
I mean, if you go to Vegas, they probably have a prostitution subscription service.
You can't do that in Vegas. It's only outside the city limits.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought prostitution was legal in Vegas.
Prostitution is legal in Nevada.
Oh, really? You can't do it in Vegas?
It's not legal in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
So do they advertise in Vegas to go outside the city? Can you do that? That's legal.
Yep.
Wow. Yep. Okay. All right. Well,
it seems like such a casual bit of information to drop on you so quickly.
Yeah.
But and the only reason I know it is because I was so fascinated by the idea of it. You can do pretty much anything you want in Vegas, except the one thing that's legal in Nevada.
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, obviously, I've never been to Vegas.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And I really have no interest in hookers, so...
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I really wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now I just kind of want to see the advertisements.
Yeah, oh, they're everywhere.
Right.
Oh, yeah. There were, people would just hand them to you on the street. Here.
Come get laid.
Throw things at you. What is this? Escorts, mostly. It's a free ribeye steak. Just kidding, escort.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yep.
Dropping some knowledge on me today, man.
Yeah. Well, I deal in vice.
Holy shit.
That's why people like me.
Wow.
Hash brown, no judgments.
Did you just do hash brown?
I did.
It's because we've been all nostalgia on our show that we did last year.
Hash brown.
God damn, you guys.
I do hash brown every once in a while.
Do you really?
Yeah, well, I
I'm
like
so
to
glad I don't
overplay
hear
the old people card.
Right.
That doesn't know the interwebs.
I mean, really, right now, are you old? You don't overplay the old people. You are the old people.
Now I'm old. Yeah. But I mean, like,
You're
I like calling it
past middle age.
I like calling it the Google.
The Google. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you been on the Facebooks?
I call it Facey Space.
The Facey Space.
Yeah.
The My Books.
I do the interwebs.
The
with the Z.
I pretty much give it all like the Law and Order names for all the social networks that they can't name. Oh yes, he was on FaceSpace, that social network, and that's where he learned the drugs.
He saw something on Instapicture.
Instapic, yeah.
The computergram.
You know what? I think I saw it. I'll have to find it, and if I do, I'll post it. There was an article about all the fake names for like social media networks all across different mediums, like all the shit that they make up to call it.
Nice.
Like the Instapics.
Look it up. Let's talk about that next week.
That'll be good.
That'll be a good one. All right. Well, we'll talk about that next week. Thanks for listening again. Next week, still more of our own shit before we talk about movies.
I'm going to do what I want.
That's what we do.
I'm going to whip out my titties.
I really wish you wouldn't.
Whip out my titties.
Later.
Whip out my titties.
No!
Later.